Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry, I haven't eaten today. I made my own hummus. Red pepper, garlic, onion, tomato. Obviously, hummus is chickpeas. Just a bunch of chickpeas. You have to boil them, right? It's really good. And then I got these everything gourmet crackers or something like that. Anyways, maybe you're religious. Maybe you have ties. Who eats hummus? Lots of different cultures eat hummus. It's really good for you. Pretty sure it's high in protein. And you can mix it with anything. Some people don't like the taste of chickpeas, but you can boil them and then have them blended up. Anyways, let's get to it. We got to get through these. What we got next? These are the 13 zodiacs. Keep in mind, that's what I do on my channel. When I read for the zodiacs per month, they are the original 13 zodiacs, not the 12 that dropped Ophiuchus. Speaking of Ophiuchus. Okay. See what we got for you. Snake charmer. I'm going to start off with book. For Ophiuchus, November 30th to December 17th. That's usually around the Christmas time. Christmas music. God, I can't stand Christmas music in the mall. I think they overdo it. Hormone. You could be experiencing like a huge fluctuation of hormone. Maybe you're going through puberty. Congratulations. So much fun. This could be a hormone or drug that's used. Maybe you could be going for some form of in vitro fertilization or to do with like, maybe you need to balance hormones, or maybe this is a sexual nature where you're changing over. Hormone or drug based on the ring of carbon atoms, sometimes used by bodybuilders and athletes. Steroid or anabolic steroid. Hormone secreted by the pancreas and regulating the level of blood sugar. So the insulin. You yourself could be diabetic, or maybe you know somebody that's diabetic. Hormones secreted during the time of stress, increasing pulse rate and blood pressure. Epinephrine and adrenaline. So this is really interesting, is because a lot of people have effects with the blood sugar. And if that has to do with the pancreas and the whole idea of secreting either of those two, if you're going through high periods of stress, or like this fucking Matrix has us all in a constant form of fight or flight, this fear-mongering bullshit, and they keep us all scared and stuff, that's going to fuck with that. That's really going to fuck with your blood and everything like that, your blood pressure, your blood sugar level, and I think they know this. Anyways, hormone used in treatment of allergies and rheumatoid arthritis. Maybe you have arthritis, or you're dealing with something like that. You need injections or something. Female hormone regulating ovulation and promoting feminine characteristics such as development of breasts, estrogen. Male hormones promoting to masculine characteristics such as facial hair, androgen, or testosterone. All right. Marijuana. Fine fact, if you didn't know, most people that smoke it know, have high levels of testosterone. As far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, and fuck with the words out my mouth. Yeah, they have high levels of testosterone. So if you're having any issues with that, maybe you need to balance something out. There are some people that go on birth control to regulate their hormonal balance. Maybe that's something that you want to get into too. Okay, Ophiuchus? Let's see what we can get in here. The incense that I got are really good. Holy, but I need to get some sage. I don't know if the oils, like white sage oil, has anything to do with, if it's the same as burning sage. I don't think it's the same. 6 of clubs. So showing up on your horse, you're getting up, you're delivering whatever product that needs to be made. This is usually overcoming any kind of barriers or any kind of issues that you have right now. This is getting over any kind of problems or any kind of conflict. And what's funny is this cape is similar to the Ten of Clubs. Yeah, it's very similar to the Ten of Clubs. Or is it Eight of Clubs? I'm not sure. But one of the two. And that's usually like burdens or anything like that that you're carrying. So you've stepped into your solar plexus energy and your root chakra energy, which means that you know what your purpose is, you know what you believe in, you know what you like, you know what you dislike, you understand that taking a course of action, so I do, which would be solar plexus energy. It's funny that they actually have those vows when it comes to marriage. You could be getting into that as well, or maybe that's why you're discussing the hormonal thing. There could be needing to be some sort of balance here. What else can we get? There's a chart. Maybe that's to do with pregnancy. Vows. The moon. Okay, so this is this is none of my fucking business. All right, I'm not going to get into the things that you want to kept hidden. All right, Ophiuchus, whatever this is, you're going to overcome it, or you're already overcoming it. You may not be telling everybody what you're doing, and that's fine. You don't have to share every little detail with people. There are some people in family dynamics that don't want to see you succeed, or don't want to see a union or a baby or whatever you call it. It's none of their fucking business. But the moon is this way right here. It's not being shown. I can ask again. Can you clarify the moon card, please, and thank you. Maybe there's some things that you're not seeing. Maybe there's an incompatibility. Please take that how it resonates. Leave it. If it does not, do not apply. If there is something that is yet to be seen, then whatever it is, you're going to come out on top. Okay? Lover's card. Beautiful. So you're allowed. There's your balance there too. You got the sun and moon. And you're divinely guided too. And this is a lot of, this could be past life number 6. 1 after 5, yeah, the Lover's card. It's almost like you and this other person are very similar. And what's weird is I'm looking at the touching of the elbow. She's reaching out to it, but she's not touching it. I heard this thing recently that the touching of the elbows, or connecting of you and another person's elbow, or somebody else touching your elbow, is a form of magic. And a lot of people will do that when it comes to swapping energies, which is interesting. I don't know if this means swapping destinies, but swapping energies. But she's kind of just like grazing it. She's not really touching it. It's just there. It's noticed. So she recognizes whoever this person is, she or he. This partner recognizes the worth and value of the other partner, which is very, very helpful in any kind of relationship. This partner really does see the full value of this person and respects them for who they are, enough so not to mess with any of their own things that they have going on, okay? What else can we get here for Ophiuchus? What's the moon energy? King of Swords in the upright. I have a feeling this is the person that you're dealing with, or this is your energy, Ophiuchus. Okay? This is somebody that could speak very clearly when it comes to talking to other people. Maybe a little bit charming. Somebody that doesn't settle. Somebody that knows their value and worth. So very much could be this lover that you are dealing with, or the person that you're dealing with respects you and cares about you a great deal. The person that you're dealing with loves you very much, and together you're both coming over this, any kind of issues that you're dealing with right now. If it's this fertilization, maybe you do want to go to one of the clinics, or you're going through that. You don't have to tell anybody about this. What else do we got here? Ooh. There's too many. King of Swords. Could have to do with sperm count. But I don't think this person's worried about it. It could just be timing. Something about ancestral timing too. Like maybe your ancestors are holding back because certain energies are in the way right now. And because of that, they want to make sure that if there is conception or anything like that, this union that's come into place, they want things to be done properly. They don't want the same mistakes to be made anymore. Which is good. That's not a bad thing at all, if you ask me. What else we got here? Chariot in reverse. I think there was a bit of control here. Maybe a need to control, or maybe other people trying to control the situation. Or this is a Cancerian, somebody that's in the reverse. Maybe there was something to do with ovarian cysts or something like that. Take it as it resonates. Do not force it to apply if it doesn't. There could have been like some, if it doesn't have anything to do with like the count, this could have had to do with something for the ovaries or the feminine aspect of it. Because I say Cancerian, but Cancer's popping out. That very well could be a form of need for parasitic cleanse too. All about this right now, ever since I've been learning more and more about this stuff, and the coincidences, which aren't fucking coincidences at all, is a lot of deficiencies or a lot of diseases, a lot of cancers or anything like that. And I don't mean the zodiac sign, are really showing to be forms of a parasitic invasion, like your body being overhauled by these tiny little things that have so much, well, at least it seems that way, so much control over the human body. All right. What can we get here? Past life oracle card. Is this a reoccurring cycle? Ah, that could be why. Phobias. So even if you are in this loving relationship or whatever this is, there very well could be a bit of phobias on either side or both sides, which could be preventing certain things. This could be phobias from other people, but this feels more like intertwined with a union. This feels like the energy of holding back, and which will be overcome, mind you, whatever this is. Maybe it's the thoughts of whether or not this is going to work, or maybe there's already been a conception made and there's being second thoughts about this. Whatever this is, it's a phobia. Okay, fears are just what our brain has developed as a form to teach us lessons. Okay, fears originally were fight or flight instinct, and it was like survival. But when we are creating scenarios or certain fears in our head that aren't realistic, as in like you don't have somebody actually physically harming or attacking you, then what happens is like it's our brain trying to force us to overcome whatever blockages we have. So it's like, oh, I'm afraid of spiders, and next thing you know, you're going to be like constantly put in a situation where you're faced with a spider until you realize it's a spider. It's a fucking spider. Unless it's actually a poisonous spider, there's no real threat there. It is subconsciously in your mind, and that has a lot of other meanings too. That translates to so many other things, like symbolically. That could even be like fears of the synapses in your brain, the connections that you have to certain past thoughts or memories. Don't even get me started on that whole like Little Miss Muffet thing, and the what do you call that? The ottoman, sitting on the ottoman, and the connections to ottoman, and oh my god, I went down a rabbit hole with that one. And eating the curds and whey, and sometimes they would put certain things. If you've been fasting for a long time or you don't eat a lot, when you ingest certain things, it's going to trigger certain mental states or the reactions chemically with your brain. I don't even know. Okay, so let's not get distracted with that. Whatever the phobias are, you're going to overcome them, okay? What else can we get here? Ophiuchus. Succession. Ooh. Issue. Favorable. Result. Good fortune. Prosperity. Something that succeeds. Okay? So you're gonna come out on top, or whatever this is, guys. You and this other person. Whatever it is, you're just gonna be you're going to be just fine, okay? I give you my word here, speaking on this. This is good energy. Doesn't feel negative. The only negative I got was this over here, and then we had the phobias after that. So this just could be self-induced, like whatever this phobia is. Let it go. If you have conceived a little one and you don't want to project anything onto them, like the phobias have got to go. You can't be in a constant state of fear while you're in pregnancy. I can't imagine the residual effects that's going to have on a child in the womb. Okay, what else we got here? Past. Okay, yeah, let it go. Gone or beyond, belonging to an earlier period, spent or ended, formed line, beyond, out of reach, or after, by so as to pass. So let it go. Whatever this is, you need to let it go. For sure. If you need to pray, pray up. Do what you want to do for yourself if it makes you feel better. Okay? What else we got here for Ophiuchus? I need to get some different cards, like some different oracle cards. Ooh. So any worries or concerns? Money or energy taken from my personal business or life through energy harvesting to create income, or I guess like that would be a surplus of energy for other people or their businesses, shall be returned to me times 10 as in the form of monetary gain. Every cent they can use of my money, or every cent that they use of my energy, gets returned rightfully back to me. I'm going to read that again because like I botched that. Okay. Money or energy taken from my personal business or life through energy harvesting to create income for other people or their businesses shall be returned to me times 10 as in the form of monetary gain. Every cent that they use of my energy gets returned rightfully back to me. Okay, so you could have in the past had to deal with certain people that were stealing from you, whether this is energetically or monetary. And if you've had to deal with that in the past, you and this other person or whatever it is, you're keeping something hidden. And I feel like this is keeping it hidden from other people. I don't think so much that you're worried about other people getting in the way of your relationship or anything like that. It's just like it's not, they don't need to know what's going on with you. They don't need to be a part of that. And whatever was taken from you, if it's meant to be yours, it will be returned to you immediately. All right? Maybe it's a reimbursement or something too, because sometimes with those programs, they'll reimburse you for the paying out your pocket. When you think of your past life, what comes to mind? Okay, so the past life oracle card, I'll pull a couple of these. We got phobias. So when you think of your past life, maybe there was an experience that really shook you up, a past experience, and you're really going through it right now. Maybe this is bringing up some old shit. And don't worry too much about that. Talk to your inner child or ancestors and ask them questions. If you need to talk to your ancestors or pray or whatever for your situation, then do so, okay? And I'm going to end it early on that. Love you. Please do.